Hello, welcome to the Makeup Muses. Today I'm going to talk about eye product brushes. So I'll start with concealer brushes. I've got quite a few, as you can see, and that's not all. The two that I use most often, and I guess I can add this one in there although I don't use it that often anymore, are these really small concealer brushes. This one is by Smashbox Quo, and this one I don't even know. In any Cover FX, sorry. So what I do with these is I favor correctors over concealers. Just put it, make your kind of like your V shape here. Put this nicely under the eyes. Next we're going to take one of these concealer brushes. These are wider, so they cover more space, and then fill in with more corrector under here to fill in all those spaces. After that, I will take, sorry that it's dirty, I just finished using it, is a stippling brush, duo fiber stippling brush. This one is a nice small one, which is why I favor it for this. This is the Small Duo Face Brush C404 by Makeup Geek. And so I'll just spritz a bit of water on here and just let the bristles, as you can see, let the bristles do the work in buffing in that product. So once that's done, I go on to other things and come back to it later. When I come back to it later, it's pretty much for cleanup. If I need to add some, because I've used corrector, if I need to add some actual concealer, I love this brush here. This is the Sigma tapered, precision tapered P86. And so I'll put some concealer in here and tidy up down here if I've had any eyeshadow fallout, that sort of thing. And if there's any demarcation lines where you can kind of, where I don't have seamless application, I go in with this one, which is my my Sephora Professional Airbrush Concealer Brush, and just buff this to make sure that everything is a nice seamless application and there's no creasing, that sort of thing. So those are my, that's kind of what I do for concealer. Next, eyeliner. There's a few different eyeliner brushes. Most people are familiar with these ones, which I don't use for eyeliner actually, so I'll get to that later. Darn, I'm missing some here. Oh well, in any case, the one that I use most is a bent liner brush like this for gel eyeliners. It's great because it's bent. You can just put it right against the eye and then just drag it and you get a nice straight line. Same thing on the bottom. Makes it, being bent like this makes it so easy to use. So I really love that. Another brush you're probably familiar with for liner is just this one. It's the same as this, except this one's bent, this one's not. So again, I much prefer the bent liner brush and highly recommend that you get one. This one I do use for filling in my brows. And so it works beautifully for that because it's so tiny. For some reason I had these momentarily ago and I don't have them now, are my push liner brushes. How odd. Oh, right there. Push liner brushes. This one is the MAC 212 and this one is the Sephora number 16. And what these are used for mainly is tight lining. The idea behind eyeliner is mostly to make your lashes look really thick and full. So with tight lining you'll go in and just really push that gel liner into the lashes. And you can use it here too to really push it in. I tend to just tight line with these kind of brushes. Eyeshadow brushes. Well, first are the ones to lay down your base color. So they're ones like this. They have kind of fairly short bristles and fairly firm bristles as well, as you can see. They're not too flexible. So the stiffer the bristle, the more product it picks up. And my favorite one is the Laura Mercier All Over Eye Color brush. Pat it into your eyeshadow and then just pat it on your eye like this to pat on and pack on color. If you don't have the $35 to $45 that it cost for the Laura Mercier All Over Eye Color brush, one of these is really good too. Not as good, but hey, They're by Eco Tools. Eco Tools, about $5 a piece. Bamboo handles, recycled aluminum ferrules, and synthetic brushes. So they're cruelty-free and good for the environment again. They'll just pack on color. Then I like these brushes here. These are both from the Sephora Professional line. They're smaller, kind of all over. You can use them, same thing, to pack on color, but because of because they're smaller and sort of thing, you can actually use them in the crease like this to do this kind of work, and even under the eye, or lay them flat and drag them up to lay color down that way. The brush probably everybody's familiar with because it's kind of a starter brush is the angled, the crease brush, which is, this one is the MAC 275. Again, you take your eyeshadow and it just makes crease work easy, except I find I then have to turn it around to go the other way, so I don't favor it. What I do favor are brushes like this one. This one's kind of shaped like a little arrowhead, I suppose, arrowhead shape. This one is the C433 Pro Blending Fluff Brush by Makeup Geek, and I love this one because I can get, you know, just stick it, put it here. If you kind of look up, you can see where your socket is. Put the brush in there, open your eye, and wiggle, 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 back and forth, windshield wiper motions, and you get wonderful color there. If you lay the brush flat, you can, you know, extend your color upwards. And it's great for precision here, under the eyes. Just a fantastic brush, and for under $10 from www.makeupgeek.com. The quality and for the price can't be beat. Another two brushes I favor for crease work are these two. This is just kind of a firm dome brush. It's nothing great. This one's by Quo again. The reason being you can really get in there because it's small. And this one is again by Makeup Geek. I really love Makeup Geek brushes. For the price, they're fantastic. This one's shaped like a little bishop's cap. You can see no matter which way I turn it. And again, you can get right in there for precision work like this. In here, you know, if you want to use it for defining the outer V, and even under the eyes. Great little brush. These are known as crease brushes, but I find they're too big and fluffy to use for crease brushes. This one is the Paula Dorf Sheer Crease Brush. I like to use that for just blending out any harsh lines and edges. Same thing with the C412 Deluxe Pointed Crease Brush by Makeup Geek. The Airbrush Crease Brush by Sephora. These ones, again, I prefer to blend out product, blend out any harsh lines with these two. And this one is the Sephora. It's also an airbrush crease brush, and this one I really like for applying my brow bone highlight color. This one I was kind of puzzled by when I got it. Again, it's a Makeup Geek brush. I'm not sure what this one's called, but I thought, well, what am I going to do with this? Really short bristles, kind of not that great. Other brushes better, but dip it in your shadow, your light color, and just wiggle it here. That's all I use it for. Literally is just to highlight the corners of my eyes to make me look more wide awake. And this one is again by Makeup Geek. It's the 1B116 Round Crease Brush, also known as the Outer V Brush, and as the name implies, it's great for this definition work here of the outer V to define the eye under the eyes. You'll also find smudge brushes. If you like doing a smoky eye, smudge brushes like this are really great. Very dense bristles, very short bristles. Oops, sorry, I keep going off camera. And just used for smudging, as they say, a smudge brush, smudging eyeshadow and smoking it out under the eyes. Eyelash curlers, you don't need to buy really expensive ones. I've had these for about 2 decades. All I do every few months is replace this little spongy part here. These are either by Tweezerman or Revlon, I don't remember which, and they were not expensive. If you really want to go all out, you can buy Chanel, you can buy Shu Uemura, which is kind of the gold standard, but I don't find that I didn't find I needed to invest that kind of money. A spoolie. Spoolies are great for combing your eyebrows and your eyelashes, but what I do when I get a spoolie is just bend it like this. And now it makes it so much easier to use. easy trick. I do that with my mascaras as well. And the Beauty Blender sponge, again, really good just to press the product here. It takes off any excess that you have, any excess pigment that you have. It's right into the corner of the eye, and smooths everything out before you apply a very light, very light dusting of setting powder underneath the eyes. Yeah, so that's about it. Oh, wouldn't be complete without my precision tip cotton buds. These are great as opposed to normal cotton buds because they're very firm, not fluffy at all. I don't know what I've got. Oh, it looks like I have something on my hand, but I don't. And tip, and so they're great for things like, you know, you made a mistake with some, you know, you smudged your eyeliner, smudged, you know, some of your mascara because you blinked when you were putting it on, that kind of thing. It's great for that kind of thing, so it's always good to have these for cleaning up. Also great when you're doing a manicure, so you can clean up some nail polish and stuff like that. Yeah, so I welcome your comments, suggestions, feedback, requests, whatever. Thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye.